What happens if I request a payment holiday? Paying bills can be a real challenge for some people, especially if they are not making enough money to cover daily costs. Fortunately, requesting a payment holiday can be an excellent way to reduce the stress and pressure of day-to-day bills. Payment holiday periods can be highly beneficial for your budget if you plan accordingly. If you or your business qualifies for the requests, you must act quickly and responsibly. This blog post will discuss what happens when you request a payment holiday and offer tips and benefits for making it work for you. What is a payment holiday? A payment holiday is a feature included in some loans or mortgages, and is considered a short break from the invoices that your financial company gives you. It is a temporary suspension of payments and generated invoices for a particular customer or group of customers. During these holiday periods, borrowers do not need to make their regular loan repayments and will not incur extra fees. To put this another way, it is when your creditors agree to not send you any bills for up to 12 months. Some financial services allowing only up to 6 months. A payment vacation is a deal you make with a lender, like a bank, to put a stop to your regular monthly payments for a predetermined amount of time. For instance, you might be able to agree to a payment holiday to put payments on hold while you get back on track. If you find yourself in an unexpectedly difficult financial situation, payment holidays typically apply to loan and mortgage payments. Payment holidays are not always permitted under contracts, although they may be granted in rare cases, like in the early 2020 coronavirus pandemic. This article will examine payment holidays that occur during regular working hours, as well as the more recent rules and regulations that were implemented in early 2020 in response to the coronavirus epidemic. Benefits of requesting a payment holiday. There are several benefits to requesting payment holiday periods. Below are some of the main benefits you can look forward to when you choose this option. Reduce stress. The most significant benefit of payment holidays is that it can help you avoid the worry and anxiety caused by unpaid invoices due to late salaries or other reasons. For instance, the company you work for fails to pay your compensation on time because they don't use paystub generators. Requesting for a payment holiday could relieve you of the stress you might experience during this time. When your monthly payments are suspended, you have fewer bills to worry about. This can help reduce the stress and pressure that many people feel from their financial obligations. Manage your cash flow. Payment holidays can be beneficial for business owners who need to manage their cash flow and avoid overdrafts. This option makes it easier to manage cash flow, which means that businesses will not need to worry about meeting their monthly obligations during this time of financial difficulty. Unemployed individuals or layoff individuals receive short-term relief. Many people find payment holidays a very useful way to deal with financial hardship and rebuild their budget after an emergency or loss of income. This option can be beneficial for unemployed individuals who may need short-term relief. It gives them a chance to find a new job before having to pay their bills again. Payment holiday periods are also suitable for people who have temporary layoffs and need a short break from their monthly bills. Management of payment holiday requests effectively. Only after carefully evaluating each client's condition and unique demands may banks and creditors provide payment extensions. With regard to payment holidays, they must closely monitor requests and how they develop if they hope to offer top-notch customer service. From a management standpoint, tracking requests using an app will enable administrators to instantly check the status of each payment holiday application and identify which requests are stalling. Reduce churn, and an awareness of where your teams need investment can have immediate positive effects for the organization. Customers also gain when lenders handle requests digitally because they can access information from any location. The app's processing time is reduced, and they'll generally have a far more individualized customer experience. When should I request a payment holiday? If your creditors agree to a payment holiday request, you must act quickly and responsibly. This option is best for people who find themselves in a difficult financial situation, so you should only request this option when necessary. You also need to be aware that payment holidays are usually not available for all types of loans or mortgages. Also, the fees and rules associated with this option vary from one creditor to another. When requesting a payment holiday, it is essential to be clear about your needs and what you expect from your creditors. While you go through these challenging times, you should notify them immediately after receiving information on their policies. There is no point in delaying since they will have already decided whether or not to grant your requests before they get back to you. Always keep records of all communications between yourself and your creditors at all times. This can help with future loan applications or other financial matters. Why do individuals take mortgage breaks? When there is a temporary shift in their circumstances, people sometimes take a payment holiday, for instance, maternity leave, unemployment, or other financial obligations like automobile or home expenses. During this time, reducing or suspending your mortgage payments will help you feel less stressed until you're able to restart them once you've recovered. Is it possible to skip a mortgage payment? Choosing to take a mortgage vacation will ultimately result in a higher debt to lender. You will therefore need to demonstrate that you are a low-risk borrower and that you can be relied upon to make the payments. This will be determined by the lender after reviewing your prior payment history. If you've been making overpayments in the past, this will work to your advantage, because the lender will be more likely to approve your request for a mortgage holiday once they realize how much equity you've amassed in your property. Similar to this, it's extremely unlikely that you'll get a loan if you're in arrears, you've been struggling to pay back your mortgage, and have skipped payments. It's recommended to contact your own mortgage lender, because each one is unique and has their own set of conditions that must be met. Who is eligible for one? Payment holiday periods are generally accessible only to people who have had good credit and a long-term relationship with their creditors. It is also essential that you request payment holidays from your creditor when no other option is open to you. In this case, it is best to contact them as soon as possible and provide all the necessary information they require to work on your requests. What's next after requesting a payment holiday? After requesting payment holiday periods, you must know what to expect. First, make sure you read all of the agreement's policies. You must contact your creditors as soon as possible to determine if they accepted your request, or if you encountered any changes in your financial status, such as a change in your employment status. Your creditor will let you know whether or not this option is available before taking any action on your request. They could agree to grant your request if they believe it is a good idea based on your financial situation and credit history with them thus far. Once your request is approved, you will be notified by your creditor, and it should start no more than 10 days after approval. This could give you enough time to pay your bills when you get back on track financially. Moreover, once the option is granted, you must make payments as soon as possible after getting back on your feet financially. If you don't keep up with this agreement throughout the period, they could decide to end the holiday contract and resume your monthly payments. Which regular payments are eligible for a holiday payment suspension? A halt in loan or mortgage repayment obligations is commonly referred to as a payment holiday. With a payment holiday, credit card repayments are sometimes put on hold. However, the FCA published a set of guidelines for a lot more different sorts of lenders during the coronavirus pandemic. Customers of pawnbroking, rent-to-own, and buy now pay later must all be qualified for a 3-month payment holiday. However, other monthly obligations like rent if you're a tenant, internet and phone bills, and energy bills are not qualified for payment holidays during the coronavirus outbreak. What the rules will be in the future and how long current conditions will last are also unknowns. Substitutes for paid holidays. Even if you are not qualified for a payment holiday, you may still have access to choices like deferrals and grace periods that function similarly. You can discuss your possibilities with your lender, but keep in mind that any alternative will still be subject to the same conditions that automatically reject a payment holiday as stated above. Mortgage holders also have the option of decreasing their monthly payments or halting payments for a predetermined period of time. You could even be able to completely alter the conditions of your mortgage contract. Credit card payments, 1-hour payday loans and other non-mortgage loans may also be eligible for the payment suspension or decrease. However, keep in mind that you will spend more overall, and that choosing such a route could harm your credit rating. Before deciding on the payment holiday option, always fully understand the repayment structure and the impact it will have on your credit score. Conclusion: payment holiday periods can be a good option for people who find themselves in a difficult financial situation. It gives them a chance to find new jobs before having to pay their bills again. Before considering this option, It is crucial that you know your creditor's policies and who is eligible for payment holiday periods. If approved, this option can give you enough time to get back on track financially, so act quickly when requesting this option with your creditors.